Cooler weather is around the corner, but while warm weather is still here, take advantage of our $49 home comfort checkup. Stay comfortable year-round with our services at Premier Heating and Air. And rebates are starting at $1,500 with the purchase of a new heating and air system and your choice of a free gift from a $100 Visa gift card, Wi-Fi thermostat, or UV light. Experience the Premier difference today and stay comfortable year-round with our services. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to premierishere.com.
Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm here with head coach and district athletic director of Dublin High School, Roger Holmes. Coach, coming off a 14-7 victory over at Waco in the House of Pain, always a hard place to go play. I think we felt like we probably were going to match up pretty well with that group over there, and the game played out that way. Last week it was Trav Bostic and VJ Bond that carried us, and this week with the Irish, it was Dontavius Cannon with 16 carries, 188 yards, Jamarcus Knight with a touchdown. So you never know what the Irish is going to throw at you. Everybody needs to be ready. That's for sure. Defensive side of the ball, I think, I'm just recapping things real quick. Ja'Carrion Jones, who had a touchdown catch last week, 2 big interceptions. And I think it might have been Kai Young that put the nail in the coffin.
Kai made a big play there at the end of the game. And, you know, looking at the film, trying to evaluate Dublin, offensively, played pretty good, especially early in the game when Jeff was in there. And Jeff went down for an injury and put a scare into everybody. But good news is, got to the doctor on Monday, and everybody but his head coach was just sure that he had a broken collarbone, and I didn't doubt that it was. That was the report that initially, but when the x-rays and everything come back, there is no break.
Awesome news.
It's a bruise, and, you know,
possibly could be ready.
He may be ready to go Friday night.
Then you got 2 other guys that are a little banged up, I know.
Well, we went in last week with Bennett Lake. Bennett was out of uniform with an AC sprain. He's back this week. He seems to be full speed and looks good, you know, through Monday's practice. And then Rylan Yates had actually been out for 2 weeks with either tonsillitis, mono.
You didn't even want to play him, did you?
Didn't want to have to play him, and you know, concerns about him being sick and so on and so forth. But we had to, and that you know, we weren't smooth at all in the second half offensively, and you know, I think our offensive line has got to take a little bit of a challenge there,
right.
You know, when you're down in that situation and control the line of scrimmage. But I think some of the credit obviously needs to go to Waco.
They were ready.
A football team that plays hard, plays physical, a little bit bigger than you might think they are when you try to evaluate them on film. They had several guys in the 250, 260 range up front defensively. And
they were hard to tackle also.
They kind of look like your typical Washington County type football team of the past, and they just they're struggling a little bit right now finding what their real identity is on offense, and that helped. But a lot of that, I think, had to do with Joe Stubbs and the defensive
Absolutely.
staff coming up with a very, very solid game plan against Washington County and what they wanted to do. And you know, the secondary, like you said, had 3 picks, but a lot of that had to do with the front being able to handle the run game, get pressure on the quarterback a little bit, make him throw it a little bit earlier than he wanted to throw it.
They had a really nice looking quarterback over there too.
Well, he's a big young man. He's a baseball player and a football player, and very talented with his arm strength and those type things. They just right now, he seems to be a little bit snake bitten. He's 3 turnovers in a game is hard to overcome, and that was probably the difference in the game. Kicking game wise, we were okay. I wouldn't say that we were dominant. We were okay, and it's good to go on the road for the first time of the year and get a win.
Right.
Some of that stuff, we talked about it last week.
A lot of young kids.
You don't know how your team is going to respond on the road, but I do feel like that our young men handled the trip the way they were supposed to. Their attention to detail was good. They're staying on track with the schedule and everything was very good. So hopefully that's a plus for us going into this Friday when we go on the road again.
Right. Coach, we'll take a break and we'll come back with some more Dublin football in just a minute.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Mid-State Tractor and Equipment.
Hello fans, Ben Knight for Farmer State Bank. Friday night football and Farmer State Bank. As easy as FSB. Dedication, hustle, trust, commitment, and teamwork. Giving our all every day, just as our local football teams do every Friday night. Join us at Farmer State Bank and support your local team. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hometown Supply is welcoming in spring with a bigger and better selection of zero-turn mowers, blowers, string trimmers, and a complete line of power tools for the yard.
Hometown Supply has all of your lawn and garden equipment from zero-turn mowers to string trimmers and blowers. We carry all major parts and offer service and repair, so come see us at Hometown Supply.
And remember, Hometown Supply has a large selection of new and used appliances.
And remember, if you can't do business at Hometown Supply, you just can't do business.
The weather's cooling down, football's in the air, and there's never been a better time to get a winning deal at Dublin Chevy GMC. Whether it's an EV or an HD, a GMC or Chevrolet, with savings up to $10,000 off MSRP, now's the time to get a new Chevy or GMC truck. And if you're planning those fall trips to the ball game, come check out our full selection of family-sized SUVs. So while summer might be winding down in Middle Georgia, we're just cranking up the deals at Dublin Chevy GMC.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin with Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
And we're back. Coach, let's go through some highlights of our victory over at Washington County, if you will.
Sounds good. This first quarter for us here. Obviously, defense had a really good night holding Waco to 7 points. So there's got to be a lot of defensive highlights, and this is our D tackles inside controlling the line of scrimmage. I think that's Mandarian Stanley right there making a big hit for us. Changing the line of scrimmage, doing something really big for us up front.
He'll have to have a good game Friday night also.
Well, there's no doubt. All our guys got to play good. It was good to get Deontay Walker back in the lineup the other night at defensive tackle. Helped us out a lot there. And Again, here's another good play. Our outside linebacker, Zion Porter, reading the ISO, filling it up, making a nice tackle for us right there. Big play in the red zone. We were able to keep them out of the end zone. Opening play of the game for us on offense, Dontavius Cannon getting out and hitting what we call the weak side belly ride play for us. Does a really good job. The offensive line blocks that really, really well. So we pick up a nice 15 or 20 right off the bat. This might be our, this is still within the same drive. There's Dontavius again hitting it on the trap. An area we got to get better in is downfield blocking. We didn't get down and get a couple of blocks that we're supposed to have for those DBs right there. Dontavius might have had a chance to take that one to the house. We kind of go back, run the weak side belly again, back to the weak side, and that's Dontavius breaking out in the open and taking it down to about the 1 yard line. We mentioned there in the pre-thing, we started out well.
Right.
This is our opening drive, and it was pretty consistent.
Moving
the football and doing a really good job for us. Waco flipped field position with a really good punt. This is the second time we've got the football. And we go with the trap again, and Dontavius popping it up inside again. Nice run. Jeff Davis here running a little bit of option for us. Reads it well, comes down and pitches. This is an area we've got to get better at. This wing back should be trying to work the outside shoulder of that DB that he's on right there. And if we do, we got a chance to turn that one into an exceptionally long play. But we allowed the corner to kind of get across our face. But that's Dorian Carcamo. Did a really good job for us there. That drive ended up stalling out as we had a penalty that stopped that drive.
And these are some of the things you're working on in practice this week, I'm sure.
No doubt. That's an area where we've got to make a lot of improvements. Pretty good job right here. We get a pick. We get a little bit of pressure on the QB. Defensive end does a pretty good job of holding contain and holding it on the line of scrimmage. And there's our D tackles putting pressure on. And this is the first of Ja'Carrion Jones' picks, and not only a big pick, but a heck of a play as he went up and one-handed that one and brought it down.
How's the drive stopper?
It's our third time with the football, and here's Jeff Davis on the midline option. This is the one he hurt his shoulder on, and you can kind of tell from this point we're doing a good job moving the football. But, Jeff had to come out. I think he stayed in one more play, tried to hand off, and it was obvious it was hurting pretty bad, so we had to get him out. Jamarcus Knight on a kickoff return. We get a little seam there and get the ball out around midfield. Anytime you can do that in the kicking game,
that's a plus.
It's a plus for you to have that positive starting field position. If you notice those two drives that we've already showed where we started backed up inside the 15 on both of those drives. And hard to score points when you got to take it that far. And this is just a heck of a run right here. A great second effort by Dontavius. He's hard to tackle. He's going to give you all he's got. He's a good blocker, and he just seems to be getting a little better every week.
Puts his hand down on the ground very well there.
Here he pops the trap again, and this time he's out in the running. Heck of an effort, downfield block by our split end right there, giving all the effort he can, and that springs Dontavius into the end zone.
Will Wallace out there?
That was Will Wallace, and unfortunately for us, that shut down our scoring for the night. Here's some good pressure again by looks like our linebacker coming inside. Will Harris with a lot of pressure. Quarterback feels the pressure and throws us another pick to Ja'Carrion Jones right there in the flat. So that was his second interception. That was a big, big turnover for us offensively. Now they're back down in the red zone, and this is a 14-7 game at this time. And you see our D tackles. Looks like Mandarian Stanley getting some penetration with a little movement up front. And then we also get some pretty good penetration by our other D tackle. But a big play, good timely play for us right there. Made some good stuff happen.
Great push by the Irish line for most of the night, it seems like.
I thought this one right here was going to seal the game. They got us a couple of times with a couple of screens. We sniffed this one out pretty good. It just, when he hit the ground right here, ball popped loose on him. But a heck of a play by our defensive end right there. Now I think this might be the last drive of the night. They got the ball back there around midfield. Come out, a heck of a play, okay, by Jaden McCray right here at linebacker. It breaks on the football, extends in front, knocks it down, heck of a play. Jaden's doing some really good stuff right now. He's starting to be a valuable asset for us on this football field on game nights as he just continues to get better and better. This is Kai Young with a big play. You know, we'd rather him be on top right there. There's no doubt about that. And we got pressure out of that D tackle to get the quarterback off the spot. Kai's right where he needed to be. Come up with a big pick, and after that, really all we had to do was take a knee twice and run the night out. So a lot of big plays in the game.
Yeah, big highlights there. A lot of defensive highlights.
We need more consistency going into Friday night, and if we can do that, I think we can have. You know, we just got to get going offensively, eliminate some of those unforced penalties, illegal procedures, and that type thing, and just a little better overall execution, a little better downfield blocking, and then defensively. We'll take a test Friday, but we'll come back after this break and talk a whole lot more about heading across the river for the East Lawrence game next week.
Coach, we'll take a break now. Here, have a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with some more Dublin football.
We have natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
And it's lighter than air.
When you install natural gas appliances,
you can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $10,000.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
It's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Yeah! Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys
at 478-277-5048.
Since we were founded, the Houston Clinic has sought to provide the most advanced orthopedic services available to men, women, and children of all ages and all walks of life. And today, Dr. Gay and Dr. Richter continue the tradition of service in the Orange County communities. From our sports teams through every facet of this community, the Houston Clinic is not only proud to serve you, we deem it an honor. The Houston Clinic, 100 Medical Drive, Suite 400, in Dublin. Matt Hatchett, representative for Orange County, is proud to support our local high schools, our East Orange Falcons, Trinity Crusaders, the Dublin High Fighting Irish, the West Orange Raiders. Matt Hatchett, representative for Orange County. Go team!
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Hey, this is Perry at Williamson's Bakery, a proud supporter of Dublin and Lawrence County athletics since 1965. From donuts to cupcakes and cookies to eclair, we have everything to satisfy your sweet tooth. We even have treats for your dogs. So when Friday rolls around, don't forget to stop by and pick up some stuff for that late afternoon tailgate. So remember, go Raiders, go Crusaders, go Falcons, and go Irish. You can find us on Facebook, or you can stop by and see us at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or give us a call at 478-272-3344.
And we're back. Coach, after our big victory over Washington County, here we go again, getting ready for the second time against the East Lawrence Falcons over there. Going to have to go across the river bridge over there, their stadium. They're going to be revved up and ready to go. They had a big victory last week. They're playing some really, really good football right now. Like I said, it's the second time we're having to get ready for these guys, and it's not going to be an easy task, doesn't look like, with the football they're playing.
Well, they've got a football team that's bubbling with confidence. They're playing extremely fast. You know, as we talked about the last time we got ready to play them, I'm not sure anybody in our region has more skilled athletes than they do. Probably the only one that might is Northeast.
All right, they got the Norian King, the Hazley kid, the Sneed kid, and of course everybody knows about Major.
Well, those, and there's a couple others.
Yeah.
That are.
That's a handful I named.
Well, they can spread you out all
Yeah.
over the field. Their quarterback does a good job of getting the ball out of his hand, but when he has to extend plays and scramble around, might be when they're the most dangerous.
Right.
He's a very elusive kid. Norian King is having a good season to this point. He's a physical back. He'll run through tackles. He's a strong young man. He's battled injuries during his time over on the east side, but he still has been a productive football player for them. You know, I think for us, we're going to have a really good night on offense. We're going to need to move the football. We're going to need to hopefully control some clock, keep their offense off the field. And then defensively for us, I think probably the most important thing is eliminate big plays.
Right.
You know, make them take the short throws, do a good job tackling, and make them, what they say, wash, rinse, and repeat the process.
Absolutely.
You know, and hope that somewhere in that process we can catch a break, create a turnover, put them behind the sticks, do whatever, because offensively they're extremely tough team to slow down. You know, they get rolling, they get going in spurts. If you remember when we were going back in and talking the first time we were getting ready to play them, they struggled on offense for 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden put 21 points on the board in the fourth quarter. We talked about kind of that streak shooter in basketball. Man, they got hot, and things got to rocking and rolling for them. They got happy, and the band got to playing, and points got to being
That's
put
what
on the
board.
happens. You know, they flip around and they play Bleckley County, and they get shut out. You know, it was just they never got off the ground and got going. The other night they jumped out early. They had a punt return for a touchdown. I think Major had 2 catches for touchdowns, maybe 3.
Scored almost 50 points in the first half.
Yeah, I think they had 51 in the first half, which is probably a school record for East Lawrence. That's a lot of points for anybody.
It is anybody.
You know, and when we're talking to our players, we're telling them, you know, there are a lot of football teams that have a hard time scoring 50 points against their scout team in practice. And so, you know, they're going to have a lot of confidence. They're, you know, with nothing more that would satisfy them than to have the opportunity to put it on the green and gold. But I think our young men understand what's at stake and looking for that challenge. And you know, I think they've given this game a name. So we'll see if we can live up to it.
Right. Coach, what we're looking forward to is everybody, obviously, let's go across the river bridge.
Well, let's have a good night.
Let's have a good night.
Let's go play football. I think the weather's going to be beautiful this time. I think our football team is probably a little bit better right now than we were in week 2. And
Absolutely.
I think East Lawrence is a little bit better than they would have been in week 2. So it should be a great night for football.
Right. Coach, we're looking forward to everybody going across the river bridge, like I said, and it should be a good football game Saturday night, Friday night, 7:30 kickoff. I'm sure tickets will be probably GoFan over there.
You thinking Saturday already?
Yeah,
You're trying
right.
to get them Bulldogs whooped by balls. I know what
We'll
you
talk
got
about
on
that
your mind.
later.
Yeah, buddy.
Right. Yeah. Coach, good meeting. We'll see you next week with some highlights of Dublin football.
Hey, it's Stephanie at Shamrock Honda Kawasaki. Want a great way to get around town? Come see our selection of 125 trail bikes. We'll get you going. Whether you're doing a quick commute to town, need to get around college campuses, or just a nice ride on a Sunday afternoon, this line of small 125s will be perfect for you. So come see us today, 106 Savannah Avenue, 478-272-4563. Come see us or give us a call.
Need some supplies for around the house? Stop in Roach Farm and Garden. Need a special gift or just something from around the house? We got wind chimes, windmills, and patio furniture. Come check out our greenhouse. We have trees, shrubs, and a huge selection of pots, arbors, and shepherd hooks. Football fan in the house? Roach Farm and Garden has concrete statues from Go Dogs to Roll Tide. We even carry doormats and flags of your favorite college team. From your farm to your home and everything in between. Come check us out at Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
Georgia Pools is your authorized dealer of RecTech grills. From smoking to searing, RecTech grills do it all. So come into Georgia Pools today and grab life by the horns. We also carry all the Yeti products you could need. Coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Find all of this and more at Georgia Pools. Call 478-275-3607 today or come on in to 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
Mid-State Pools and Spas welcomes spa season with a full lineup of spas from Marquee and Strong. Choose from award-winning comfort and a variety of sizes that'll make spa season your favorite season of all. Shop now for a great selection of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas with locations in Dublin, Warner Robins, Sandersville, and Vidalia. Mid-State Pools and Spas, this area's most trusted pool and spa dealer. Friendly Gus is fuel-good food. Whether you're grabbing a quick cup of coffee on your way to work or filling up for a big road trip, Friendly Gus will be there to make sure you have what you need. Check out our lineup of specials now. Any size iced tea for just $1.69. A 3-piece dark combo or 2-piece pork chop combo for $7.99. And with over 20 locations, a Friendly Gus store is always nearby. So stop by Friendly Gus today. And don't forget to shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry for all your bulk item needs. Come by today and see why Friendly Gus has been serving Middle Georgia for over 100 years.